Non-fungible idiots, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make a dollar, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. The non-fungible idiots will live in the dream. We're all on the zero, it's our way to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
Mixing it up a little bit, huh?
Nice moves.
Keeping it fresh. Keeping it fresh for you boys. How cool, man. Just cool. Cool. I fucking love AI. I love it. I'd love to learn how to use it like, shit. I'd love to learn how to use it like properly.
We'll get there.
Feeling kind of inspired, to be honest.
I love when videos like that come out and then all the comments are like, oh my God, Hollywood's going to be over. And it's like, okay, we're not. Like, look, watch it. We're not there yet.
Right.
I love it as a springboard into creativity.
It's yeah, I mean, it's definitely that. I think when those things go viral like that, it gives you that glimpse of what is coming. So I think that one really took off. I should say the app I used took off because Asmongold or whatever his name is tweeted out a video.
I think it's
like somebody.
I think it's Assmangold.
It probably is. But yeah, he tweeted a video. Jesus Christ. He fucking move on.
Give me that. Oh, wait,
good.
no, take the line away,
you guys.
Bad line. We don't like.
Hey
that
guys,
line.
let's keep it professional, okay?
Sorry.
We've got people that want professionalism, and that's what we bring to the table.
I'm a head out.
Yeah. No, just keep it calm. Keep it very calm, focused, on point.
By the way, that man, absolute Will Smith vibes. That viral video last year that kind of kickstarted everybody getting what the shit is. Let me do proper hellos, guys. Like always, great to see you, Joe, Henry, Peter. What's happening?
Happy Thursday, all. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you wouldn't be here otherwise. That's all you'll give us.
That's very true. Hey, I'm here on Fridays. I do Fridays.
Oh, yeah, good point. Friday shows are my favorite.
Sneaking into the weekend. Thursday's a new Friday. We'll start it. That's how you know the weekend's coming. I'm here.
Peter's an actual guest. He's a guest host.
Focus, Peter. Move on to Joe.
How you doing, Joe?
Well, you know what they say. When life gives you lemons, you tell that fucking guy to stick the lemons up his ass. You know what I mean?
Joe, language.
Do we need to address the elephant in the room here?
No. Keep going. Keep going.
No, I don't need to address nothing.
Okay.
No elephant.
Quick heads up.
I'm Henry,
I'm good.
by the way.
Good.
Sorry.
It's good to see everybody. I'm happy Peter's here. I'm happy everyone's here. And we love everybody. So yeah, excited.
We're full of love. We're lovers. Okay. Quick heads up. Fixing my camera real quick. Okay, for you guys watching, and I'm going to tweet this out, but we are going to give away some Crypto Slam NFT whitelists.
Nice.
It's going to be password protected, so you're only going to get that password for it in this show. I'm going to fire off the tweet. I'm going to put a link to that giveaway in the tweet, I think, unless that kind of crushes it. I don't know. We'll try it. And I'm going to drop that password multiple times throughout this episode. You're not going to miss it. I'll drop it in the comments as well. But that password is only going to be given out on the Slam Vision show. But definitely share out the tweet and all that stuff. In fact, it's going to be a subber link. It's going to ask you to like and retweet something. But a heads up about that. About to fire that off. Man, cool shit happening. Market looking really solid all around. Big news. I would almost say almost exclusively Rune news. Like Rune shit popping off everywhere. And so today is where I think our strength really will shine through because I say this a lot. We have people here who work in the industry here. We happen to have somebody here today who works in the industry, actually apparently building something pretty cutting edge over on Bitcoin. So yeah.
Oh,
I can't do that. That guy.
give me one of those things.
I want to see if he'll give us some alpha, because as of now, I've seen the tweets and their teases. I don't know how far. I don't know how deep it goes. I'm very curious. So we'll see. We got some cool shit though. Any other headlines out there, guys, other than Rune stuff? Any big like kind of current events?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like we do. Let's roll to the forecast 500 and keep it on track.
Keep it tight. Keep it tight.
Hang on. I want to give this. I want to give this away. Hang on. I want to get my giveaway out there.
I'm interested in the moves of the market.
Yeah, I am too. That's why we're here to talk market and really stay on track, on point, without being under the influence of anything.
Hey, Peter,
Exactly.
did you see yesterday's show when I was making fun of Henry?
That could have been any show.
Oh, Justin, you may have gotten those hockey cards, by the way.
Ooh.
You need to stop that too, Joe. I just wanted to tell you in front of everyone. Keep it on brand, on point, PG.
You know what?
That's
you're
the
right.
content we bring.
You're right. I was going to bring it up in our staff meeting, except you never show up to any of them. So, my apologies.
I'll be there next time.
That's a staff meeting?
No. No, it's not.
All right, here
in
we go.
fairness. Oh,
All right,
here we
okay.
go. Cue the music.
Tweet is out. I have tweeted.
Oh, yeah.
I might retweet that shit. I mean, that shoot.
That's gonna be. I mean, that if you got some alpha to drop, I think that's worthy.
Yeah.
I'm not dropping nothing.
Drop that thing.
And then retweet it, or
Everybody retweet it.
what am
the
I retweeting?
shit out of that. Okay, you can tweet what I just tweeted from my own personal account.
I got to go to your account? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Go
oh,
there,
I have
go there,
another
guys.
headline.
Sorry, audience.
Oh yeah, drop it. Drop
I
it.
have another headline that isn't runes. It's the trailer for Azuki's anime. The episode 1 drops on the 30th of April.
There it is. Thank you, Huda.
Okay.
Also, OJ Simpson died.
Oh yeah, dude. He was almost our cover image for today's show.
Did you see someone made an OJ coin immediately?
Oh no, kidding.
Immediately,
Did you
like
get in?
on Pump, like like the is it called? Is it just called Pump? It's like you can make tokens really easily, and it's like someone announced it, and then someone drops the link to the token like in under the announcement in the comments. It's like, jeez.
Oh man, amazing.
This
Oh
space.
my god.
This GD
Okay.
space.
All right. We're ready. We're going,
You know
we're
who
going
else died
inside.
was Lou Gossett Jr. a couple days ago. Anyway, let's keep moving.
When Henry keeps trying to keep us on the most professional. This
I'm
is the
just
least
trying to
professional the show's been.
please the listeners. Huda, forecast 500. Cue the music, man.
Do it.
All right, let's go.
Oh.
I'm ready.
Give the people what they want.
Look at that shit. Doesn't look good. That shit looks okay.
I like this. This is in depth.
Looks all right. That.
I love this music so much.
Down, up and down, up and down.
What do you think?
It's
It's good. Looking all right. All right.
CSD.
No,
yeah.
just I'll be a little more serious. But
our
market
Spanish
looking flat,
listeners.
like flat NFT market right now. I don't think anybody's doing anything specific because everyone is waiting for the halving and everyone is waiting for runes. I've actually seen a lot of conversation about out there of people liquidating their ETH NFTs, and I should have bookmarked the tweet, but dumping because they're like, I don't see this coming back for months at least. Like, why have your money parked there not growing when you're almost definitely going to grow that over in runes? And so again, today is going to be rune heavy. There is a lot of news, a lot of action, a lot of talk about runes, rightfully so. But
Yeah.
nobody feeling NFTs right now. It's very interesting. With that said, though, okay, so crypto pretty flat, actually up a little bit. So crypto's actually handling, I think, the Uniswap news nicely. I like that. But NFT sales actually pretty decent. Again, even though it's not wild, like pretty decent. 44 mil yesterday, already at 36.5 today. Solid day NFT sales. I'll tell you what I do like a lot too. It's man, I love the Milady shit. I do. I love seeing Milady and Remilio taken off while everything else is dumping. It just speaks volumes for the space, and it's not a bad thing it's saying. It just shows, what do people value? I think they value the upfrontness of a collection like that, saying the PFP, the JPEG is all you're getting. Like, stop pretending it's something more than that. Now, that doesn't go for everybody. We happen to have someone here who is in a project that absolutely builds and delivers, but most of them don't, right? So I don't know. It's just interesting seeing the other things dump well.
Well, I saw that, like, someone saying that the whole meme coin meta that we're still kind of in, still not over, is like a direct rail against all of the broken promises from a certain PFP project. Not all of them. I'm not like to say anyone in the room or whatever else. I'm saying that.
No, it's
like
it sounds so dramatic, like the
broken promises.
That's built on the road of broken promises.
Scattered across the
Green Day
landscape.
song. Yeah.
I know, yeah. Sorry, that's my theatrical Britishness coming through. But yeah, I feel like that's got a little bit of weight to it. That makes sense to me. It's like, just give me straight up nothing, no utility, no promises, just meme. We give you meme, you buy meme, you sell meme, and that's it.
Guys,
sometimes that's fun.
What's up, Huda?
Do you remember me talking? I was talking about this collection maybe a week ago at the most.
Yeah.
Retardio Cousins.
Yep.
One soul. I was like, man, I should buy a bunch of these because they're so at least like in spirit to Milady.
You said you were going to buy them. You said you were going to buy one, and I was like, I remember this.
What happened is I looked at my wallet. I didn't even have one soul. So prices right now, 11, 12 soul.
No, the floor.
Yeah.
No,
Looking like it. Yeah.
that's impressive.
It really is. Yeah, you could have made a fortune that day following this not financial advice. Yeah.
Pretty Retardio, right? not to follow your advice.
Yeah, really well put. Really fucking well put. Just going to peek at top sales, and then I want to get into runes. And Henry, I want to give you the floor for a bit because, again, I think you got something very, very significant coming here. Biggest sale in the past 24 hours, a Bitcoin ape. Actually, when I saw that, I thought it was a Bored Ape. It didn't even register that it wasn't, that it's a Bitcoin asset. But a Bitcoin ape selling for 6.5 Bitcoin. I don't know if maybe that's like a sub 100 inscription. I don't know what exactly's got that thing being so valuable, but pretty wild. That look at the top 10. It's almost at least half of it, a little more than half of it is Bitcoin assets. So the Bitcoin ape, we've got a pups BRC20 bundle here. Those pups are rocking too, man. Those are up 1,000% this week. And some premium shit going. More pups. Bitcoin shrimp. Yeah, just interesting. Like very, very wild market right now. CryptoPunks dipped below 40 ETH actually yesterday into this morning. So watching that, guys. I think we were speaking of that recently too. Probably going to see punks well into the 30s, like low in the 30s. Wouldn't shock me.
Is that like some loan to value stuff going on with that? Is that
it's definitely a lot
spiking
of that.
It? Yeah,
I think so, Peter. Yeah, nailed it. So I think a lot of that. But
womp womp.
Womp womp, that's right. Okay, where to start with the rune conversation? Because there is quite a lot. Henry, do you want to get right into maybe some of your local news?
I'm Henry from CyberKongz.
Do we have a local news like music track we can use?
Maybe
I try to be quite professional, and I never show up to work under the influence.
Enough, dude. Just come on. Let's go. Let's do this. Enough with the bit.
Well, okay, so this came out today.
You fucking bit all the time, bro.
That's all I am is
not
bit.
the bit. Come on.
I'm sorry.
Just change your name to Bit.
Can't have too many people doing too many bits.
It's fair. No, I thought of that last night. He does a good bit. Okay, so when it comes to Kongs, like, feel like there's not a ton that I can say right this minute. I mean, we've obviously alluded to some things. In fact, I've gone completely radio silent in Discord. I'm not saying anything. Like, I'm not even chatting.
Wow.
I'm not responding to pings. I'm
Bullish.
like, people will find out when they find out. More info coming, but I think if you use the Neokian alphabet, you can assemble the letters. Actually, we assembled it for you, and it spells something. Also,
has anyone figured out what it spells yet?
Yeah. We did give the key to it. So it spells Runes.
Ooh.
It's a French word, I believe. I think it comes from France.
Peter,
you might know better, Peter.
Yeah, what's that mean?
I think, and mon français, très mal, très mal.
Ah,
Wow.
Muy bien. Muy bien.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we
so did people decipher that from this tweet? Because you guys have a few, and I want to kind of want to walk through each of them. I think they're all hinting at the same thing, but can you just? Well, I mean, shit.
Yeah, I don't know
Ornament
what's the situation here. Like, did this come out today? And this is like, let's like set this up because I don't really know anything about it. So like, if you could talk to me as if like I just scrolled upon this, right?
Yeah, fair. Earlier today, maybe around noon Eastern, we dropped that. So we've had the Neokian alphabet. Neokia to Joe, who's obviously deep in Kongs and already knows this. I'm not saying it for him. Neokia is the land from which Kongs come from. And this is their alphabet. So we dropped this earlier. You know, we've been working on our lore for 3 years, basically. And, oh, you know what? Who to bounce over to Mio, to his Twitter. I think he put out a little.
And I love that guy.
Yeah, Greg.
Sorry, that was really weird. I was about to like decipher it, and then this Kong's SWAT team just like bust into the office and told me to shut up.
Scroll
They
up.
took me out.
There you go.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
Yeah, your screen blanked out. Yeah, can't have you revealing this alfalfa. Yeah.
So
go ahead.
yeah, Mio's talking about, we've been working on the lore for 3 years. It talks about, you know, him being inspired by, you know, certain elements IRL. Talks about creating things being difficult, and that we're here to take the community on a journey. And that journey, like, you know, we're on mainnet, we're on Polygon. We've recently migrated 2 collections and our game to Rune. But I think Kongs have a special place in Web3, even though people might not always view us as like Azuki, Bored Apes. And really what we did was innovate with ERC20 tokens, along with ERC 721s, like combining the two to create actual utility, the shit that most people kind of meme at this point.
So let me just jump in here, and just because I just feel like maybe there's a little bit of floundering on your part.
Or explaining
that
to people who may not be familiar.
That happened. And then so today you posted a kind of like a clue, right? You posted that sort of that tweet that was like, oh, check this out. Can you decipher it? It's a French word, right? So that's where we are now, right? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, it wasn't really French. I don't think.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I missed that part entirely.
Oh,
I
cool.
said it's spelled Runes.
Okay.
I said I believe it's French.
Okay,
No,
so holy shit, like runes, actually runes. Is that?
Oh, thank you.
Like,
Buddha. Okay, I'm back.
but no, like, but is that what's actually happening? Are you guys doing runes? You don't have anything on Bitcoin, so what the hell is happening?
I can't say whether or not we're doing runes right now. What I can say is there is as like a team, you want to be able to be dynamic and creative, right? And so with those two things and what we've already done on the mainnet side of the house, I don't want to say we don't want to miss opportunities because that sounds cash grabby. And this, I promise you, is anything but a cash grab. But what we want to do is recognize like innovators in the space. And obviously there's innovation happening on Bitcoin. Okay. We did not innovate Bitcoin. And I think that it's fair to say there's people doing cool shit there, and that we want to be able to potentially honor what's happening in the greater Web3 space. Who do you know this? There's a lot of affinity, maybe affinity is not synergy between Kongs and Ordinals. Like they're grungy, they're degen, they're pushing the tech in its infancy. And I think like we respect the hell out of that. So I think we just want to see what, you know, what role could Kongs ever play in, you know, in the greater ecosystem, in the granddaddy of chains.
Well, it's interesting. It's interesting because it seemed as if the alphabet was a deciphering type of situation, and now with Yoda talking and explaining all of this, let me see if I can decipher a little bit of it. Right. So you have the lore that you've set up for years, right? You posted something that was a little bit of kind of a puzzly decipher of things. It came out to sell, say, El Runes or something like that, which hints at there's a possibility of, but we're not going to say something about runes. I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's a hint towards it. No one can say anything, but that's the situation that we're at now. Is that fair to say?
I think that's a fair assessment.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. And I think you'll find that there's a lot of lore in Kongs that I mean, look at runes and what they are and look at what our alphabet is. You know, there's a lot of synergy between those things.
And just for me, because I've missed a few shows, and there's a lot of rune chat, and I have, like, I'm across a lot of ordinal stuff. For the layman, idiot moment, to steal Joe's bit,
Yeah.
what is a rune? Captain Kong is on the same
Right.
page as me. Can someone tell me what are runes?
I have no idea.
May I, fellas?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Who'd have thought? Here we go.
It's kind of cool that people are asking that still, because like that's all the evidence of how early we are, and that's why it makes perfect sense. Like just speculating that Kongs are going into that sector now, that ecosystem. It is early, and Kongs are always early. You know, and all these like technical innovations they were years ago with their freaking banana. You know, their or their ERC20.
That's true.
They were ahead of the
Good
curve
point.
with voxel assets. They just were. They always have been. To me, this is if there's actually runes coming, it makes a lot of sense. What they are, though, runes in general, they're meme coins. They're fungible tokens that live on Bitcoin.
On Bitcoin. That's the important part, right? That's the important one.
And even more specifically, the fact that they live on Bitcoin mainnet. Because we've had tokens on Bitcoin before, like on, you know, kind of layer twos. We've never had fungible tokens on Bitcoin other than Bitcoin itself and, you know, and sats. But with BRC20s, I don't want this to get too complicated, but meme coins started bubbling up last year with a tech or a protocol called BRC20s. Not very efficient, like really, really tricky to use, really overly complicated. So the guy, his name's Casey Rodemore, who invented ordinals, basically responsible for NFTs existing on Bitcoin. He's like, I got a solution. I got it, guys. And he invented this thing called Runes. So Runes is a step up from BRC20s, hoping it becomes the fungible token standard on Bitcoin and gets that to more of a mass adoption level. Really what we see, a lot of us see, is like the meme coin craze you see happening over on Solana with, you know, Whiff and Bonk and Boom and all these crazy tokens taking off. Well, that can, in theory, exist on Bitcoin now, and we've never seen that before. It feels like that's what's about to happen here. So a very robust meme coin, shitcoin ecosystem on Bitcoin. It is really, really exciting. And beyond meme coin, shitcoin, utility tokens. They are things you can tangibly do something with as that ecosystem grows, as people like the Kongs hopefully get in there and build things out. So very exciting to get builders over there.
So that's why all these projects, especially I think probably this week and maybe last week as well, have all been kind of promising we're dropping a runes coin as well. So like obviously Leonidas has been super vocal about with runestones, but I think there's now like what was the other one? Like rune punks I saw this week.
I mean, there's like
a few other bits and pieces.
Arsic and there's these pups that came from the you know, Bitcoin puppets. Like and we mentioned that earlier, up 1,000% this week. Everybody is getting like hyped the fuck up on runes. It's you know, it's almost at the point it's frothy. It's kind of at a level where you have to be careful. You got to be careful, and you're going to have to be selective because everybody right now is promising runes via like pre-sales, and the pre-sale is buy our NFT, buy our ordinal, and that's going to lead to runes. A lot of people will get wrecked, but if you are in the correct ones, you're going to do very well, very well. Like I mean, again, not financial advice, but this is just kind of an obvious thing. Some people are going to do very fucking well with runes. Be in the right info stream. You're a pretty solid one here. I'll say that.
I saw a tweet. Thanks for that explanation. I've been slowly getting on board with a lot of this sort of stuff. I saw a tweet today, someone saying, like, basically fudding that when the runestones drop, whatever they're dropping, the price is gonna dump or whatever. And then, are you familiar with? I think his name is like Ansem or one of the
Ansem. Yeah, I saw this.
So he was like, I have a different opinion on that. I think you're wrong. It's like there are meme coins on all these different other chains. It's crazy. rune storms are like the one on Bitcoin. Like that is a major bullish symbol towards that. It sounds like there's a bunch more of these coins coming, these meme coins coming to the Bitcoin chain, but it does seem as if like the runes is like the big major one, and it's happening sort of now. So even though the price is kind of elevating, it does seem like it's the big dog on the block, I guess, or one of the only ones there at this point. So yeah, I thought that was an interesting point to be made.
So there's some man, yeah, there's like extremes here with runes. Like I see a lot of people really arguing against them, and obviously a lot of people rooting for them, and it's people with exposure already, like people who are going to do very well if runes succeed. It's really fucking interesting. I have seen some super bearish shit on runes. I'll tell you, actually, I'm going to have to find this real quick, but I'll tell you like the best tweet I saw. Might even line up a couple here. Henry, in the meantime, anything else you can share, like a time frame, just anything else about what's maybe coming and when?
You know, so obviously there's important dates coming up with Bitcoin itself. I think this is sort of a historic time with the halving, and that's when runes actually go live. That being said, there's also some historic times for Kongs coming up. There's some particular anniversaries that Kongs have. And so I think, you know, ultimately what we want to be able to do is, I don't think we expect to steal spotlight. I think we just like being a part of like what's happening out there. Honestly, what I can say is this: whatever we do will be done in a way where it's impossible to make everybody happy, but nobody should be able to walk away from anything that we do and feel like they got.
Are you getting FUD or something like that? Like you know, like it's almost like doth protest too much. I wouldn't even think that you guys were trying to cash grab unless you said it. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
Yeah, we will get FUD. I have no doubt. And the thing is, like we've talked about this, we'll get FUD. And when I say I don't care, I genuinely am like, you know what? If you want to be a project that continues to build, you've got to be able to be dynamic. And there's things that we talk about for a long time, like in particular, the better part of a year, where it's like, until you have that right idea that clicks and the right timing for that idea, Garga. Yeah, it was Garga that did an amazing tweet, I think yesterday. If you pull that up at some point. And he basically references about timing. Like you can spin your wheels waiting for the perfect time to do X, Y, or Z. Or you can be dynamic and you can execute and get shit done. And so do I think that, are we getting FUD right now? No, because people don't fully know what we're doing. Do I expect that we will? Yeah, you always get FUD, no matter what you do.
Always
You should.
right?
You should
always get FUD.
If you're doing something right, then you're gonna get people who are gonna whinge about it.
I'm
getting people DMing me that are ordinal maxis that are just asking like, what Kong should I buy? And I'm like, don't buy a Kong. Do not buy a Kong.
Is this that tweet, by the way?
Garga, yeah, it's a Garga's one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Can someone read it to me? I feel like that's an important.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I'm probably our best reader here with the best voice and accent. No, Peter, please.
Peter or you.
Weird impulse that sprouts up in an organization. Timing and order of events becomes overly emphasized. People will agree that A is the best thing to do, but it'd be best begun or announced later for any number of reasons. And then you find yourself in the biz of making some weird fucking mousetrap or Rube Goldberg machine trying to time everything just right, rather than doing the real thing, which is just to make useful or beautiful or delightful things fast. Kill inertia.
Love
Beautiful.
that, Peter.
I love it.
That was so good.
I love it.
Dude.
The emphasis.
That's what we're doing. Honestly,
The
that's
chills.
what I feel like that's exactly what we're doing. So to see that, I was like, oh, I love it. Cause I believe that. I think that's how teams need to be. If all we ever did was work on play and collect, and all we ever did was work on, integrations into games, like, I don't want to say that's not fun, but there's different audiences out there that you want to reach. There's different things you want to experiment with. And you know what, if it doesn't hit you in your gut and make you a little bit nervous, then I think you're not doing something right. Like if all you're doing is the safe plays all the time, then I think the potential for you to miss opportunities is real.
If you wait for the timing to be right, then you'll never do anything. Like the timing will never be right. The like, it's dumb, but I also always quite like it. Of like, the best time to start something was 6 months ago. The second best time is now.
Yeah.
Does it
Like,
feel fun?
Just go.
Is it fun to just be exploring uncharted territory? Like, got to be similar to like when you guys played in Ronin. Which, by the way, wild that you guys have been in Polygon, Ethereum, Ronin, now
Yeah.
Bitcoin. It's so fucking cool. I always dreamed of this future where people were not pigeonholed into one blockchain, and you guys are not.
Dude, I just want to say this, and not to just piss Joe off and keep talking Kongs.
I'm getting itchy. I'm getting real itchy. Yeah.
Is it fun?
This
yeah,
is the
man.
biggest news in the space right now. I'm sorry, it is.
It's incredibly fun, and like part of me, like I'm preparing for the people that I know are going to reach out from certain blockchains and be like, "What are you guys doing?" And it's like, you know what? We are Kongs. We chart our own path, no matter what anybody else wants us to do, no matter what their plans are in their mind that we should do. We're going to do what we want to do. And so what I really like about this is like, we're going to do whatever the fuck we want to do. And you know what? There's a huge portion of our community that is going to love it. There's a ton of people outside of our community that are going to love it. And the people who don't love it, fuck them.
You go,
For real,
girl.
fuck
You
'em.
go,
Because
girl.
at the end of the day, we are responsible for the community. Like I'm responsible for the community, right? If you're on another project or another chain, you're not responsible for our community. They live and die by the decisions that we make. And so like, I'm really excited about this one. Sorry, Joe. That
That's fine. If you need to get it out, obviously, if it's important to you, it needs to happen.
But hang on. I need to make sure of this, Joe. Do you like
Do I understand the importance of it?
Yeah,
you're going to ask me?
Kong's doing something on Bitcoin and potentially.
If I'm being honest, no, I don't understand the magnitude of it, obviously, because I'm trying to like cut it short. And I mean, no, I don't know. Is that okay that I don't know? I mean, and
Well, it explains a lot. It does.
The more he talks, the more I'm like, yeah, you know what? I don't even give a shit even more now. So I'm sorry.
I like it. That makes me fucking bullish as hell.
Right?
It's so bullish, dude. It's so bullish.
Get you fired up a bit.
Yeah, I mean, don't worry about me, man. Don't worry about me. I'm glad. I fucking love the Kongs, man. Sure, it's just boring the way that he talks over. It's just like on and on. He's talking about like, oh, I don't give a
Non-fungible idiots, don't you know?
Okay. Quick interruption. God, I cut a video for this too, and I could play it, but I'm not gonna.
Do it.
Guys, the Crypto Slam giveaway is live. I'm gonna drop a link here in the chat, and I'm gonna give you the secret password, boys.
The great part of all of that, by the way, is that Joe is definitely 100% missing this.
Yes, dude, that's the part that's kind of strange.
Like, no, it's great. It's great. I'm looking forward to it. And maybe he laughs at us, but
I just said that I liked it, dude. I said that I liked it. Okay, apologies. I mean, it has nothing to do with anything. I'm not going to miss it. I've got a VX. Come on, man. Just
you might miss it.
Locked in.
Hold on. By the way, Inside Baseball today in our 3-person chat, I was like, "Hey guys, I'm really trying to get into this ordinals thing. Hey, can you guys give me some advice?" They didn't say shit. They didn't give me any information.
We can absolutely prove that Joe
Whoa.
It's a total lie.
I don't want to make you look bad.
3-person chat. What's happening?
It's a total lie.
I don't want to make you look bad, Joe.
What did you say? I said, I want to get into this Bitcoin shit. You go on Coinbase and buy Bitcoin. I'm like, I got fucking Bitcoin, asshole.
Okay.
I say, get an Xverse wallet. And then Hooters like, no, get a Magic Eden wallet. It's
literally had us like.
You said, hold on. Well, let me just say it and then you can pick it apart. Okay. Because you're like.
It on screen.
You said get an XYZ verse wallet. I said, can I use my Magic Eden wallet? And you said, oh yeah, you can. And then it went fucking radio silent for the rest of the day. What
do you want us to do? Tell you what?
Should have messaged me, bro. I'll help you out.
What else were you asking? I'm confused.
I just feel like this is completely pointless. I was asking for you guys to help me get introduced into the Bitcoin ordinal universe.
Were you asking what do I buy? Is that what you were asking?
With Bitcoin entry.
You should ask questions that actually make sense. Like say, hey, what should I buy? What is my? You asked, how do I buy Bitcoin? Basically, is what you asked.
No, let me look what I said. I don't even
help me
looking
with
at it right here.
Help me with Bitcoin entry.
Top draw content.
Help me with Bitcoin.
Coinbase. Buy Bitcoin.
Post it.
You say no.
Put it up on the screen. Put it up on the screen.
No, ordinal or stuff like that. I already have Bitcoin. I'm a Bitcoin whale, bitch. I said get an Xverse wallet. You said not Magic Eden. Who'd have said Magic Eden is easier now, in my opinion? And then you said, well, I got that. And that was the end of your conversation. Not like, well, what should I get?
So I say, yeah. Can you enlarge that, please?
That's all I can do.
Zoom and enhance.
Here, I can do this.
Thank you. So I wrote, help me with Bitcoin entry. Coinbase, buy Bitcoin. No, ordinal or stuff like that. I wrote, I already have Bitcoin. I'm a Bitcoin whale, bitch. Get an Xverse wallet. Not Magic Eden, I said. Magic Eden is easier now. Well, I got that. Oh, forgot ME, wrote Henry. So basically I said, help me with the introduction to Bitcoin. I want to talk about ordinals and things like that. Can you help me with that? And then it went radio silent. That's what the problem I'm having with this is.
Okay, so then the problem. Let me make sure we're very clear. The problem is you did not.
I've got a problem
ask,
with this as well.
There's a couple problems. That one that you're not in there, Peter. Possibly that might be your problem.
Where's me and Biggie? You had me and Biggie in there. What's happening?
So this was set up prior to having our guests.
You're a guest.
Yeah. No, I would like them both in actually. So that would make sense. But hang on, Joe. If that wasn't sufficient, you do the grown-up thing and you ask
God.
a
Peter,
question.
can I ask you this, Peter?
Yeah, hit me.
Whose side do you kind of? Because
I'm starting to think you're fucking insane, Joe.
No, hold on. Well, sure, they think I'm saying Huda and Henry are brothers. Like they came from the same vagina.
Famously.
They're like they're used to sticking with each other. After listening to all of that, who do you side with? Me or those two fucking crazy people?
So
be honest.
this is a communication issue. So it's all your fault.
No, come on. Are you serious?
100%.
Okay, fine.
The
you don't
two
think that, so Peter sucks too. You know what?
These two,
yeah.
These two should have been more forthcoming.
Right.
But I understand that they're both busy, and you.
Oh, and I'm not. I'm not busy.
You should have been clearer about what you were asking.
Well, hold on. Did you hear when I said no ordinals and stuff like that? Is that not clear?
Joe.
Yeah, but then there was some wallet confusion. You then need to
and I said I had a wallet.
Question.
And
Yeah,
I said I had
a wallet. So what ordinals should I be looking at? You just
that would have been that would make sense.
Oh,
yes.
So they didn't know what I was asking, even though I asked it in two different sort of ways.
It's two ways that were borderline
with the other stuff.
Remilio retardio. You know, like
it got lost. All right, fine.
Yeah.
We'll
do better.
We'll
all do better.
Wanted to tell the audience that we'll be starting a new show starring me, myself, and I, where I'm the correct person every time. Okay, so
bro, it is no wonder that Joe is over a year behind in ordinals. Like
just to finish off the point, if I'd been in this group DM chat, then none of this would have happened because I would have helped out.
And can I just here? Let me just say one last thing. The reason that I didn't follow up, Peter, is because I was going out into the world and I was gone until I got back 2 minutes before the show started, by the way.
Bob with the take.
That's the reason. And I came back and I looked at the thing and I was like, I wonder if they helped me out with some information. Fucking zero. Fucking zero.
Yeah. There you go. We end it here because that sums it up.
Bob coming in with some hot misogyny.
Send me Bitcoin. Just send me Bitcoin and maybe I'll make choices for you.
Thank you. I would, you know what? That would be amazing. I would love to do that.
I'll drop my Addy in the group chat.
Want to point out, guys.
What group chat is that?
It's
private. It's private one for non-guests.
It's the co-host chat.
All right. More Rune talk. We more Rune. We got 22 minutes, and there's a lot more Rune stuff to get to.
My wife agrees with me most of the time. Just throwing that out there.
Well, obviously.
Okay, go ahead. Move on. Sorry.
You boys and your wives. God damn
it. Okay. Woke up this morning. Actually, it might have been yesterday, too, when we saw Rune prices at like 0.09, whatever. I just want to show Rune's, Rune Stone specifically, just absolutely cooking. When we woke up this morning, man, Runes are the second biggest NFT collection, period, across blockchains, and we're talking market cap. They have destroyed Bored Apes and Pudgy Penguins at this point, but they're like over halfway to the CryptoPunks market cap, which is super impressive. I don't know if they can cut into that significantly more. I mean, they could, as CryptoPunks are heading one way, which is down, and Runestone's heading up. That's going to get very, very, very interesting. So wanted to put that out here on the table.
Do we feel that this pump is going up in terms of runes are coming, and then like that person said earlier that I then like also kind of poo-pooed slightly, but like once that rune airdrop happens, surely the runestone price can't hold up. But then
you would think once the once like some of that value's extracted, because that's what happens when they release the rune, when that fungible token's out, a lot of that value's extracted. They seem smart. I wonder if they're going to start promoting the second rune immediately. And if you can do that, maybe you showed great success on the first one and you follow it up really quickly with another rune. Could be something special still. But yeah, I think everybody's going to expect a huge hit, like a huge hit to that price. There's going to be a timing element to this. And then you have people like making very, very smart posts. And I mean that, very smart posts here, and reminding people. Okay?
Do we need another dramatic reading?
Would you mind, actually?
Okay. Real talk. Rune's hype went up an order of magnitude over the last 2 weeks. They've blown up and aren't even live yet. A lot of us who paid $200 for a puppet are now sitting on airdrops worth $7,000 a piece. I can't see the tweet anymore. A lot of us who paid $5,000 for an opium are now sitting on airdrops worth $24,000 a piece. Remember, none of this is money is real. None of this is money is of this money. None of this money is real until you sell.
It's it. D's putting people on notice. A lot of people are in a lot of profit right now, and every single one of them needs to sell if they actually want to get rich here. All of us, every single one of us with a rune stone, we're feeling so fucking fantastic that our bags are worth X amount. And it ain't worth shit till you sell it, right?
Nope. Basically, I wake up, I check runestone price, I go, hell yeah, send a runestone meme somewhere, and then do nothing about it. And I'm like,
yeah.
This
makes me want to sell one. Like one. I like that would just be smart to lock in a little something. I am more
$6,000. It's nice.
It's real nice. And as bullish as you guys know I am, you know from the way I talk about it, I'm incredibly bullish on runes. Believe me, I'm even more bullish internally. Like, this is one of those conviction things that deep down I'm like, this is it. This is the play of the cycle. This might be one of those plays you look back on and you're like, God, I don't want to regret selling it. I am more comfortable riding to zero than I am, with the other side, because I have that kind of feel from it.
It's your own risk tolerance, though, right? I don't want to be that guy that comes on every week and just talks about taking profits, but it's like, I think I said it last week as well. If this money changes something in your regular day-to-day IRL life, then fucking sell it. There's no amount of bullishness that you can have that would transcend that for me. If I like had to pay the bills, or if this could pay off XYZ, like I said before, do it, because that's what we're doing. Like, ensure that you can then go and do all the fun stuff that you want to go and do. That's what we're doing. All of this. That's what all this space is for, right?
Yeah, that's.
Oh, sorry, the tech.
That should be. That should be.
The tech. It's the tech.
We're here for the tech.
Sorry.
We're here for the art. We're here for the art and for the tech. Node Monkeys this morning woke up to their own rune as well. Again, it's just runes is the story, but. A new rune called Rune Nodes. I've had so much trouble saying that today. On my video this morning, like I'm calling it nude modes, nude roads. Like very hard to get that out. Rune nodes. I'm not even kidding.
Dude, what the fuck?
Really fucking hard for me. But anyway. So that didn't come from the actual Node Monkeys team. This is someone else, right? But airdropped it to the Node Monkeys. All of a sudden, they have their own community token. I'm curious where we can check prices of this right now. There is somewhere, but better believe that's fucking ripping. Actually, we can see it here. 0.034. Smaller supply. I mean, like, look, you got runestones with that 110,000 supply. 10,000 for the Node... Jesus Christ. Rune nodes. 0.03. Those you would assume or you would think have a lot of room to move. A lot.
And these aren't actual runes, though. This is just another ordinals connection.
It's it.
For now,
it's another pre-rune, yeah.
Drop you runes when the runening halfening happens.
The runening. Yeah, man, that is the meta. Okay, how do you set up your Bitcoin node for runes? Okay, so I'm going to be running through that. I would say expect next week. So my hard drive comes in tomorrow. I'm going to be getting with some guys that are going to walk me through it. I like techie shit, so I'm going to try it myself. But expect next week, and then I'll have a gauge of like how hard it is. And I have a feeling it's not that difficult. Having done enough techie kind of setup stuff before, that usually looks hard and then it's not. It's just like knowing the steps. But I'll definitely be live streaming it. So I kind of plan on just setting up 2 nodes, one that I'm doing myself to practice, and then another that I'll do live with anybody who wants to follow along and ask questions. Should be cool. The advantage you have here, God, somebody said it earlier. I can't remember if I'm trying to think if I can remember it the right way. Like what advantage it gives you. It's definitely a speed thing. Yeah, I'll save that till I actually know, like really what it means. But it does give you an advantage.
Just make sure your questions are clear for Huda. It's got to be pretty clear. Or
it helps.
If
you're trying to, accomplish things, clear questions.
He tends to
And
not
this is specifically so if you're shitcoining on runes that you can be running it through your own node, right?
I think that's it. Yeah, and what does that mean as far as does it help you like sell and buy faster? And I think it's more like that. Picture like on Ethereum, if you're connected to a certain like RPC that just is overloaded and you just can't get your shit through. I think this is like a similar concept to that. You running your own node means you can transact and not have to worry about other traffic.
More speed, and Asian in the chat is also saying more privacy.
More privacy.
Nice.
We like that. We like that.
Yeah, guy, showing again. This is Rune touching, but not like Rune related itself. But the artist behind Runestones put out his own collection today. These what are they called? Rune blocks, maybe. This was wild. This was really, really fucking wild. It shows the kind of money that is surrounding this stuff. So these blocks, 1,000 editions of them. They went on sale a few hours ago. Gone in an instant. Right? So these sold at 0.015 Bitcoin. Dude, they didn't make it to public. It was almost definitely botted. It was impossible to buy. Impossible. And those shot up to like how high? 0.1 plus Bitcoin really quickly. They've come down a little bit. Actually, Tyler had in his tweet. So the black ones, they're a little more rare. There's 300 editions. Shot up to about 0.3. The orange 100 editions shot up, well, actually lower. People wanted the black one, even though it was a higher supply. And then 0.085 for the more common white one. I wouldn't want that one personally. Like, if I'm getting it as a collector's item because it looks like the runestone. But take a quick peek at prices on them right now. It's just spicy, dude. People are just throwing money at rune shit. And it's cool to see how people support specific artists or specific projects. So, like, anything Quantum Cats, Taproot Wizards related, OX Far related, people are dumping money into it because it's got that right crowd around it. So again, Far's art just sells out instantly. You would assume now anything with this artist, anything he does is probably going to sell out quick. So yeah, 0.05, 0.058, 0.059 floor right now for the white ones. The black one, 0.07. Again, I'd be kind of tempted. You get an actual physical marble cube. Get it engraved. I mean,
nice.
How many physical things do I have that I regret spending money on for the last cycle?
All of them, basically.
All of it. Absolutely all of it. So it's a good point here that you still can get front run, yes. So that probably is a real concern. I just can't wait to get Chip in a chat, and that's what the Bitcoin ordinals are offering. Bitcoin miners, or ordinal miners. They're offering like one-on-one like kind of training. So they'll do it with a group, but also if you need help one-on-one, they'll help you set up your node. So I love that about those guys. They're very, very helpful.
Yeah, the block was crazy, man. That was like this afternoon, or maybe this morning for you guys. It's like $2 million in volume already.
Well, which one is that?
The block that we were just talking about.
This collection right here?
$2 million,
Holy shit. Is that what 33 Bitcoin is?
Volume, $2.3 million.
Absolutely wild.
386 sales.
Man, it's a very Bitcoiny day. Even like these collections, these Step-Hips, whatever these are, those were like a 3x, and same with these Ape Odysseys. Like just very, very hot in Bitcoin right now. And I still believe this is just starting. Just starting, guys.
So do we, if I'm stepping on anything else that we still want to talk about, but like the halving, what do we think is gonna happen? And how wrong are we gonna be? Can we do like halving predictions? I don't know. Like, it's my first one. I'm excited. It's
Joe,
like
I'd love your take because you did that digging.
Did you
Like
see
the
my
clips.
presentation, Peter?
I didn't know.
I did a whole presentation on it.
Oh, snap.
good,
I need
too.
I need to check that out.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, basically what I said was that typically what happens is there's increase of after the halving, a pretty steady increase that I think there after about 4 to 6 months, typically there's kind of a crash, and then we reach another sort of high, I guess. After, so I mean, if you do you still have the chart, Huda, or is it too hard to find?
Well, okay, I have it. It's gonna. I have to log into another account.
So Peter, it usually typically goes, up, flattens out, goes down, crashes, and then kind of comes back up. Next halving, a similar pattern to that. So, yeah, I mean, and with the ETFs involved in it this time, there's more of an X factor because there are these giant ETFs that are occupying currently 4% of the supply of Bitcoin. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, so I mean, like,
and obviously, as the price of Bitcoin goes up, those ETFs get more attractive because they're like, "Ooh, look at the returns you could have had," and then you keep like buying in.
And will it? I guess the questions would be: do the highers get high because of the ETFs, and do the lowers get low, or do they get more mellow because of that money that is involved? And actually, you know what? I'm actually glad that you brought this up. I remember during my presentation, I was complaining about Grayscale. That they're always liquidating and outflowing a lot of the Bitcoin that they had. And so I read an article today on, I forget where, but I read an article today that basically said like a lot of that had to do with the bankruptcy of FTX and Genesis, I think. And so they got okayed to liquidate like billions of dollars worth of the Bitcoin that they held.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of that,
but that's done now.
What's that? It's not done now. It's been pretty consistent. Today was the lowest amount. It was either today or yesterday. Yesterday was the lowest amount that Grayscale put out in a very long time. It was like something like 20 or something million compared to hundreds of millions that it's been usually.
Interesting.
Is that they're liquidating that to kind of make up for the losses from FTX and stuff that you said? Or is it they're now just using that as an excuse to?
Yeah, so I think what they're saying is they had 2 point whatever billion dollars that the court said that it was okay to liquidate from the GBTC that they held, and so that's the liquidation having to do with it. But there's also like speculation that like it doesn't really matter. I don't know exactly what they were saying, but like a large portion is because of Grayscale doing that because of that, the Genesis and the FTX. So it's continually being felt. There's also other people that are taking profits or, people that have been in it since 2001 now at all-time highs are choosing to sell for whatever reason. But I think that had a lot to do with it currently.
Oh, you're done? Oh, cool.
I'm sorry. I couldn't, your fucking, your lag on your mouth. I couldn't tell if it was you or not.
That is so rich coming from Henry as well, man.
I just didn't know if I was going to be able to finish my fucking nap.
Was absolutely amazing. Okay, so
I
here's
found
what
it
I'm
very
wondering.
informative, Joe, thank you.
No, it was Joe. And honestly,
no problem. That's how you answer a
appreciate
question, Henry, not fucking babble on about some bullshit.
All right. What I'm wondering and what I'm hoping and what kind of makes I think easy sense. Like, I don't see why we don't follow that same pattern. We're trying to figure out what does the ETFs mean for this cycle and is it different? I would kind of expect not very different, but what it does is give you kind of a cushion because those guys who've been buying up Bitcoin at these prices, if we get that dump like we were seeing, and those dumps were significant. What were they, like 30, 40%, 50%? Like
More, 50.
They were huge. Well, that then is a huge discount for them. You would imagine they would be scooping all of that sweet discounted Bitcoin up, I would think. So to me, that's where the ETF stuff comes into play, like a lot of money that can come just flying into those because they'll see that as a discount.
The crash still happens, but everything just runs quicker.
Quick recovery.
Yeah.
And like the crash, does it have to do with like because there's more Bitcoin out there now, so the price is actually fluctuating as well with a lot of that sort of stuff. So it has to do with quantity and pricing, which is an interesting thing that is too smart for me to really grasp.
Try grasping.
Yeah, I know. I wish I knew a little bit more about the Kongz infrastructure.
Hey, why don't we could get into that. No, let me show a couple more things. We have a couple more bullet points. Actually, Joe, we forgot. Joe and I discussed something yesterday and forgot to do it today.
We have an alphabet.
Well, hang on. So we're gonna do. I love this idea, Joe. The bullish bearish. We need to revisit each topic. We're gonna go through and everybody's bullish bearish. I want to show
enjoyed
three
this.
more topics, and then we're gonna rewind and go through each of those and their bullet points. NFT LDR. That's what we call it. Okay. New token standard. Okay, and this was just approved. On the next Ethereum hard fork. TLDR on this is giving your wallet like some smart contract functionality, which is actually super interesting. I think this allows you to delegate wallets like from your wallet directly, which is awesome. Batch transfers, interesting. Wallet asset recovery, interesting. This is potentially very big, so something I'd like to dive into separately and do a little review here. But that's potentially very, very big. Love that. Bullish or bearish, guys?
I'm on top. I'll say bullish.
Henry?
It reminds me of like ERC 6551, where like something cool, nobody cares, bearish.
Well, oh, you don't think? Okay, well, we
Just
can
let it
discuss
happen.
later.
Just let it happen.
Yep. And Peter,
Yeah, I'm going to say bearish as well. I don't think anyone will care.
you fucking idiots.
Mhm,
Oh
they're
my
stupid
God.
idiots. Yeah.
That's unbelievable. Okay, we'll get
I'm
into that
not the
topic
idiot.
later.
The
That might be a good
space-
tomorrow topic with Biggie too.
Yeah.
Like a full-on
that'd be
fucking
interesting.
brawl. I can't believe you guys. Okay, Magic Eden. This is actually a good reminder for you guys. If you have not claimed your Magic Eden diamonds, you Ethereum OGs, well, today's your last day. So go get your diamonds. They're not worth nothing, right? I mean, a few $100. It's not nothing. We don't know exactly what they'll be used for, but claim your goddamn diamonds, guys. Bullish, bearish on Magic Eden diamonds. Peter.
I don't know. So I'm going to
was
say
that, Henry?
bearish. I don't care.
It was a kid in my store.
One of yours?
Saying hi. No,
Yours?
no.
Okay.
One of my
Just one. Why he's got random kids?
children.
Anyway.
running around
I thought you were in
the
a
store.
store closet.
Yeah, right. His
One day
dungeon.
I'll give you the tour of my area.
Seeing as this is only the second time that I've heard about Magic Eden diamonds, and the first time was the day they got announced, and the second time is now, I'm going to say bearish. No one cares.
Okay.
Bullish. I think on whale they're going for like 12 cents. So
Nice.
I think I had like 12,000 or so. I'm bullish
That's
for my
solid.
own bags. Yeah. Plus I like those guys. I think
They're good. They're good.
yeah,
Yep.
bullish.
Oh, there's
Um,
nothing on Magic Eden. Like, I just don't think that anyone can. I'm saying for everybody. Like,
You're bearish on free money. I get it.
yeah, rubbish.
It's
Okay.
fair.
Peter. I mean, I'm sorry, Joe.
Yeah, I'm bearish on that.
Okay. Okay, good take. I want to thank you guys real quick, by the way. Just looking at who's tuning in right now. We are smashing fucking English. Fuck you, English. That's all. Just wanted to point that out.
So mean.
Just keeping it.
He's
keeping
a
it
bro,
100,
guys.
keeping it-
I mean it
keeping
with love.
profesh. We love it.
I wouldn't say it if you were. No, I would actually. He gives it pretty hard. I'm going to give it hard right
Oh,
there.
does he? He's a little bit of a shithead.
He's a shithead, and it's how he shows his love. Like, he never was shitty with me before. He was only like just super nice, like very friendly. And the more I've gotten to know him, the shittier he's gotten to me.
Nice.
He's one of those, and like I learned that's.
I mean, he
English. That
goes
is how
by
he-
English. It makes sense.
Yeah. Hey, yeah,
We're
fair.
shitheads.
All right, bullish, bearish. Coinbase we saw last week. Okay, now using now going to have what was it? Ordi perpetual futures on Coinbase Advanced and Coinbase International. Now Pepe. Coinbase really leaning into meme coins. I'll go first. I'll just say bullish as fuck and very bullish for runes. Very bullish for runes. Joe.
I'm gonna say that personally bearish, but for the rest of the world, bullish.
Because you don't have any?
It just doesn't affect my world. I don't care.
Is that okay? Yeah.
Just let me have my opinion.
That's fine.
please.
Bearish,
Appreciate
yes.
that.
Henry. Bullish, bearish.
Bullish.
Bullish. Peter.
Bullish, baby.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Fucking bullish. That's
Nice.
beautiful.
Hell yeah.
Okay, let me think. I think we may have one more quick topic. I'm just skimming through my bookmarks real quick. Again, just so much going on. Again, it's a weird day with a lot going on, but also a lot of like the same shit again, all runes. I do want to put this out here. I labeled this in my little cheat sheet as alpha. And I do call this is alpha, okay? Man, a lot of the NFT shit, like what's going to win and what doesn't, it's all about feels. It's all about who's got who in the collection, who's pumping it, who's talking about it. And I'll tell you, it's Node monkeys and it's Bitcoin puppets that have that thing. They have that thing about them. Whatever that is. Hard to quantify, but they got it. So, like, man, if I'm picking a winner, the things that become, the punks and the bored apes of this cycle, it's them. I've got no exposure to either, so I'm not pumping my bags. I own nothing in any of those ecosystems, but to me, it's very clear they are the Milady, the punks, the whatever. They've got that thing. They have that aura.
The calm.
And I'll say this. From what I've seen, the prices on that node token, pre-Rune token, it's pretty spicy. So worth looking at. Not financial advice, worth looking at. Yeah. Okay, last one. Pauly and OJ Simpson together, bullish or bearish?
Oh, I don't even know what. Go ahead. Who? Yeah, you go to whoever first. Who to?
Joe.
Yeah, I don't even know what the words coincide. Like, I don't know what each one means when it comes to that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I like.
Just tell us what your heart.
I'm gonna say bear seems negative, so I'm gonna go with bearish.
Okay, Henry.
I'm gonna say on brand.
On brand. Yeah, that's good. Bullish. Bullish for the brand. Peter.
I like that. I have a larger issue with celebrity dies and then all the other celebrities post a picture of them with that celebrity that just died. Like every time like somebody goes, it's the same thing. And everyone posts a picture like, oh, here was me and such at Madison Square Garden or whatever else. Like, why do you have to be involved at all? Can't you just pay your respects and be like, it sucks that person X has passed? Why are you bringing yourself into this?
Yeah.
Bearish. Get out of here.
That's a great fucking take. Okay. Looks like Looks Rare has a big announcement coming. I don't know when that is exactly, maybe tomorrow, but just a heads up about that. Looks Rare got something. Guys, your MetaMask now, if you go to your portfolio, it's going to show you if you have airdrops out there to claim. And I did have something. So it's a partnership they did with, I think it's a group called Daylight. I think that's correct. But it shows it right in your portfolio. Worth peek. Yeah, it is Daylight. I didn't even check the value of the token I have, but it's called Ono. Curious if you guys got anything out of that, but pretty useful little tool. And finally, tomorrow is the auction for Oracle Red Bull Racing Velocity Series 2. It is a Dutch auction. Actually, it might be an auction, but either way, that price is going to fluctuate. The last one having such success, I would not imagine this one will be as cheap as last time, which was like 0.3. So,
is it a Dutch auction because their main driver is Dutch?
Could that be it? I don't know shit about racing. I'll buy it. I'm bullish on that take, Peter. I dig it. All right, guys. We're going to get out of here. Good show, other than the guests, but it is what it is. No, I love you guys. Appreciate having you on. Everybody tuning in. Last reminder, this giveaway is going to close tomorrow. You've got like, let's say about 20 hours for this. You can go to subr.xyz/CryptoSlam and you'll find it right there. The password is SlamVisionTV. Okay? That's your password to enter. I'm going to do these almost daily on this show for the next week because we are getting very close to NFT coming out. And if you've been following the accounts, it's pretty clear there is other stuff happening around. So pay attention, stay engaged. If you're looking for that whitelist, and I would say you probably do want one, keep on top of this thing here. And much more coming, much more to give away soon. Guys, final words? Excellent. Excellent. Bullish or bearish on today's episode?
Honestly,
yeah,
I'm a little bearish. I think we were a little bit negative. I think that Henry was like very negative towards me a lot today. I think there was a lot of that sort of going on, and I felt bearish about it. If I'm being perfectly honest,
there's a lot of spiky energy. It was quite kiki and not very booba.
Booba?
Oh, you know what? I wanted to talk about. You know what? There was too much rune stone. I wanted a little bit more just talking about some crazy bullshit.
Okay, I realized yesterday something big we're missing, which is pop culture shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to talk NFTs all the time. I don't. It's an NFT show, but I want to talk cool shit out there. So, like, OJ Simpson would have been a cool topic. Also, Iran and Israel fucking going, yeah.
That one kid that got shot by the police officer in the hotel hallway, and that cop was found not guilty. Did you see that? The one that couldn't understand the instructions? Yeah.
That's fucked up.
This is taking a real turn.
Oh, bro,
right at
this
the end
poor
of the
kid.
show.
What about
he just couldn't understand what he was being asked to do, and the guy, he killed him. and he was
Yeah,
found
that's-
not guilty.
Dude,
Which
I need to
crazy.
see if it's the one I'm thinking
Is
of.
that pop
It is.
culture?
Yeah, it's
culture.
close to pop culture.
How about-
the gun goes pop?
Hey, bullish or bearish? Bullish, bearish.
I was just going to say I'm looking forward to watching the new Fallout TV show on Amazon Prime.
Instead of telling us about the Kong's alphabet, I would have loved for Henry to have actually like told us what each one sounded like and like how to like use them. Like I think that's kind of fun. Like if he was like, this is the first letter, it's called a ooh ah, and like if you gotta like put it together and shit, like I would have liked the show like that.
Next time.
Interesting.
No, next
That'd have been
time.
good. That'd have been good.
All right. I think that was it. I feel like there was something else. Yeah, whatever there is. Next
We'll
time.
hit it tomorrow.
Or next
Always
time. And
tomorrow.
by the way, tomorrow, Friday episode. Cannot fucking wait. Biggie, Peter, Henry, Joe, myself. Will have the number open for you guys to call in. If you call in, you will get a whitelist. So you should definitely call in. And
We love you guys.
real talk. From the
We love all of you, but there is one that I don't love.
Don't be negative.
He shall renew.
Oh, we got muted. Good. And we're out. And we're out.
I'm trying to find the screen. And we're out.
Alrighty.
No!
Yeah. Yes.
I'll get a copyright strike.
Black Ice.
We're the non-fungible idiots, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to see the road. It's our everything.